Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Frankly FM84. Thank you very much for joining me on another episode of Bello Calcio. We are currently out in Japan in the J-League managing Shonan Bellmare. If you were with us yesterday, you'd have seen us have an impressive 16-0 victory in the opening game of the AFC Champions League against Mazaya. Since then, we have pushed forwards just one game also in that competition. Let's show you how we got on. As I said, and I guessed, this Champions League group is not the strongest. We played another game. We had a 7-0 victory this time, although our opponents at least had 3 shots on target, unlike in the first game. 29 shots for us, 14 on target, a 3.42 XG. And let's run you through the goal scorers. So Kuwahara opened scoring on 2, Quinones on 6, then Mita, Kuwahara, Mita, and Kitahara getting the last 2 goals of the game to give us a 7-0 victory. Right then, so that brings us up to date. I'll give you a quick look at the Champions League table. There we are, top 6 from 6, 23 goal difference. Suwon Blue Wings also having 6 points from 6 with a 7 goal difference. Poor Mazaya down there with a minus 20 goal difference. So it's not looking good for them, is it anyway? But that brings us to today's episode. We are switching our attention back from the AFC Champions League. We are now going to be looking at the J-League. As I said, this is going to be the final season of the save, so we are looking to start off the campaign in a good fashion, and we are going to be playing against Cerezo Osaka in today's first game. So let's show you the starting 11 and how we get on in the first game of the last season of Bello Calcio. Okay then, after a few Champions League games to kick off our campaign, we are back in league action as we open another season and the last season at the club. So the starting 11 we are going to put out is Tani in goal, Lopez, Hatanaka, Kuwahara and Hirabayashi. Hirabayashi, actually, let me show you him. He's another player who has just come in, a Japanese international, 8 caps, no goals. He was playing for Gamba Osaka. We've signed him for £5 million. And you can probably see why. Tackling 14, he has pace of 15, acceleration 13, good mentors, good physicals, good all-around player. Can play left or right hand side, and we have started him today on the right as an IWB. We then have Ghana as an RPM. Praisar, Atangana and Hayashi are the attacking 3, with Kitahara and Mita the 2 to score the goals. So let's hope we get this season off and running with a great start. Let's show you what happens as we face Cerezo Osaka. Here we go then, the latest J-League campaign is up and running, and we have a highlight after 2 minutes as Hayashi has got the ball, plays to Ghana, to Mita, Kitahara, Lopez, Praisart's in, turn around for a corner by Oki, the Osaka goalkeeper. What can Ghana do from the corner? Let's hope he can find a man in the box. Crosses it in, Hatanaka was running onto it for a header. Gets cleared away though by the defenders, and it is away. And that is the danger clear for Cerezo Osaka. So, a bright start from us. We have seemed to have all of the possession so far. And Ghana now swings another corner in. Hatanaka gets the header at the front post. Goes over the bar. Notice there that James Garner has got himself booked after only 7 minutes, which is not helpful for us. But if we can perhaps take the lead and put this game to bed pretty early, we can get him off the pitch anyway, so it won't matter. But instead, this is not going to plan. We've had a corner. It's been cleared away and we've been left 2-on-1, but Lopez is there to deal with it. Ghana's now got the ball, plays to Atangana. Lopez again. Kitahara to Mita. He's turned, he's in behind, he's 1-on-1. Plays it to Hirabayashi. And what the right back is doing there, I don't know, because he's had the shot that's turned around for the corner. And Ghana is going to swing this one in as it's played to near post. Hatanaka's there again with a header. If only Hatanaka could keep the ball down, we would have had a couple of goals already in this game. Instead, it's still 0-0. 26 minutes on the clock, but we are pressing. 9 shots, 4 on target. Also had them couple go over the bar from the corners. So if we could get anything on the board here before half time, it would kind of settle us down. I mean, Lopez looks pretty angry. I don't know what's going on there. But other than that, the team seemed pretty settled. And we have a goal kick through Tani. Plays it to Kuwahara. What can he do with the ball here? Is he going to lump it forward? No, he goes back to Tani. He plays to Hatanaka. What's he going to do with it? He plays it forward to Praisart. Plays it forwards again. Atangana is in behind. If he can control the ball, he can. He plays to Taro Mita. Taro Mita gets his 8th goal of the season. Says, now that's football. A great goal by Shonan. And I completely agree with that statement. Hatanaka's ball forwards. Praysart controls it perfectly, and when the ball goes over the top for Atangana, takes it down, controls it, plays it into the path of Mitta. A great finish there from Taro Mitta. Gives us a 1-0 lead in the 44th minute, and if there's ever a good time to score a goal, just before the break is the time to do it. So we're going to roll on through half time. Not going to make any changes at the moment. Garner is the man I am looking at, obviously. One of our ex-players there clearing the ball away. Giovanni plays it only as far as our winger. Praysart plays the ball in behind. Atangana is going to double up on our lead. I thought the linesman was holding his flag for a second. He's not. He's not interested at all. This goal is going to stand. And the flare goes off in the crowd behind the goal as we double our lead. So Hayashi gets the ball, Mitta to Atangana, Kitahara plays it to Praysart, clever ball through, leaves Atangana one-on-one with the goalkeeper, taps it past him into the empty net. And I think now we are going to make that substitution. So I am going to bring Jürgen Fretheim, who is kind of a forgotten man at the moment. He was the kid who was on the Wonder Kid list, or the Next Gen Top 50 players last season. Couldn't really find his way into the team too often, and he has been forced to miss the first couple of games of this season with a knock, but he was on the bench, so we might as well bring him into the team. Give oh, not the camera. So goal kick from Oki, plays it forwards. It's cut out by Hatanaka, who plays to Atangana. Plays it to Hirabayashi, who's had quite a good debut too. He's been in some positions to get shots on target. He's also now cutting inside as the ball is played back to Fretheim, who was just saying about how good of a potential he's got. But some of these players that we are bringing in, these youngsters, are really stepping up to the mark. There are some of them who are just probably playing their first competitive league football games, and a lot of them are doing really well. I mean, Lopez has had his booking. Hirabayashi has got himself a booking too, but the way we play football, them two are heavily involved, and both of them are doing well. As Kevin nearly has a shot that goes in the top corner, he said it hits the top of the crossbar and goes out. And now all of a sudden, Osaka are getting a bit of momentum going. They've had a shot that hit the crossbar, and they've now had a corner that's swung in. As they've got the ball to Wesley Suarez, tries to find a man on the edge of the box, gets headed all the way back to the halfway line. And then a big lumped ball forwards. It's cut out by Serra Fiore. He's going to cross it in. They've got a chance. They've got a goal back here as Hirosawa is going to get one back. Pretty slack defending on the back post there. I'm not too sure whose man that is. I mean, Hatanaka doesn't really deal with it. Serra Fiore gets a brilliant crossing. I think he's matched up there with Hirabayashi. So Hirabayashi obviously not very tall because he was being towered over. But they have got their goal back. What can we do from here then? Hayashi swings it in. Hatanaka's had another header at the near post. This one drops just wide of the post. And it stays at 2-1. A couple of other players. Let's just make a couple of changes as we get towards the end of the game, because last season we kind of flaked away in certain games. So Kuwahara's not had a great game, so Tachibana can come on there. And Omar Adadi can come on in place of Hayashi. Get him a game too. Are we allowed to make more subs? If we can make more subs, then I'll bring Atangana off. Yeah, okay, so those are the changes we're going to make. Try and get some fresh legs on, see if we can't just see the game out, because Osaka all of a sudden are building momentum, and we don't want to do what we were doing last season by giving silly goals away. But Kevin is going to cross it in, and again I thought they were going to double team our smaller right back at the back post. Instead the ball breaks to Kevin. He has put it into the crowd. And he lets us off really, because out of nowhere they have started to really build a bit of momentum going. I mean, they've had 13 shots, only 3 of them on target, and they scored with the one of them. But it seems that we have thwarted them in their efforts to get back into the game, or to get back on level terms, because they're already back in the game. But we have indeed come away with the first 3 points of a brand new J-League season. There's nothing more you can do than that. That for me is pretty much a great performance. We dominated in the first half, made it 2-0, made some changes, did concede the goal, which was a little bit sloppy, but in terms of how we played football, quite impressed with that. And I think that in terms of getting 3 points on the opening day of a brand new season is a great way to start off as you look to go on. Typically now the game is slowing down. Not too sure what's going on here. Players being linked. You can see we are signing another player, MacMe. He's one, I think, for the future. But then let's have a little look at the schedule. What can we do? So we've got Constable Sapporo next, Shimizu S-Pulse and Suwon Blue Wings. Then we play against Tokushima Vortis, Sanfrecce Hiroshima, Yangon United. And I think I'm going to come back here for the Urawa Red Diamonds game. Then we're going to do Urawa Red Diamonds because we've got a bit of history with them from last season. And then maybe we'll come back for the Suwon Blue Wings game in the Champions League after that to round the group out and just show you what's been happening there. Right then, so if you're at this point in the video, firstly, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe button already, please consider doing so. It helps the channel so much. I appreciate every single person that takes their time to do that. But for this one, I'm going to wrap it there. Come back tomorrow as we face off against the Urawa Red Diamonds in the J-League. That's my train of thought.